The most budget-friendly, simple, and fast, from Soviet times. Cookies on cucumber brine were baked by our grandmothers. In Soviet times, he helped out when it was necessary to make something for tea from a minimal set of products. I doubted that it would be delicious, but I was wrong. The cookies turned out delicious. How to make cookies on cucumber pickle. Prepare the products. The main condition when choosing a pickle for this cookie is that it should be delicious. Too sour or salty will not do. Strain the brine beforehand. It is better to take refined, odorless oil. Although our grandmothers baked it with fragrant oil, it seems to me that the taste of the oil will argue with the aroma of brine. Take a large bowl to knead the dough. Pour the brine into it, then add sugar. You can reduce the amount of sugar, then you will get a saltier version. Mix the brine with the sugar with a whisk. Pour in the vegetable oil, pour in the baking powder, and stir again. Start adding the sifted flour in portions, kneading the dough after each addition. First stir with a whisk, then with a spoon. Add flour in parts, considering that you may have more or less of it than I have. At the very end, when the dough becomes quite thick, knead it with your hands. The dough turns out to be very convenient to work with, soft, not sticky and plastic. Do not knead it for too long. As soon as the dough gathers into a ball, stop. Place the dough on a work surface dusted with flour. Roll it out with a rolling pin into a layer about 5 millimeters thick. Try to roll out evenly so that both the edges and the middle are of the same thickness. I didn't take this into account, it affected later when baking. Cut out cookies from the dough using special molds. Trim the clippings again and roll them out. You can either cut the cookies into figures again, or, like me, cut them into lozenges. In this case, there will be no clippings. In principle, you can immediately cut cookies like this, without molds. Place the cut-out cookies on a baking sheet covered with baking paper. I got 2 baking sheets, one with figures, the other with lozenges. Bake cookies in an oven preheated to 180 degrees C for about 15 to 20 minutes. They should turn golden. As you can see, my cookies are browned unevenly. This happened just because some of them were thinner, such cookies came out darker. Be guided by your oven. Remove the finished cookies from the baking tray, cool, and serve to the table. Enjoy your meal.